Ang lahat ng drama, ang lahat ng tawanan, musika at anong paman. Magkakasama pa rin tayo mga kalamaw. Sa lungkot at ligaya, kami pa rin ang iyong paboritong tambayan. Broadcasting live from TVH Group of Networks. Ang iyong himpilan, ang iyong tahanan. Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
You are listening to Cool FM. Live from Cool Studios. This is Cool News at 4.
Good afternoon, Los Longest Nights and Midnight. This is koolNews at 4 now for 1 p.m. and you are listening live on Cool FM nationwide and also on News Radio 93.1 where we share the latest stories that care for you. Let's begin with our headlines. Armed Forces of the Philippines Chief of Staff General Robert Jr. on Wednesday night reports that he is taking over the security group of Vice President Sara Duterte. Brother told reporters in an Abash interview, hindi po totoo na I will take over the VPSPG. It is still under the Presidential Security Command. The statement comes amid Duterte's revelation that she talked with a person whom she supposedly instructed to kill Marcos, his wife, First Lady Lizariata Marcos, and House Speaker Martin Romualdez Alves if she would get killed. The Veterans Memorial Medical Center on Wednesday said they are closely monitoring the two office of the Vice President's staff confined in the facility of the developments in the prop into its budget use, according to VMFC spokesperson Dr. Juan Perez Rifarel. Vice President Sara Duterte's Chief of Staff Lulica Lopez was first hospitalized last Saturday, November 23. She experienced a panic attack following the House of Representatives' order to transfer her from its coastal facility in Patasang Papansa Complex to the Correctional Institution for Women. Meanwhile, OVP Special Dispersing Officer Gina Acosta was rushed to the VMMC after experiencing shortness of breath during the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability's hearing on Monday, November 25. In a chance interview with reporters on Wednesday morning, Rifarel said attorney Lulica Lopez is currently receiving treatment for acute stress disorder and is also being managed for skeletal sprain, including shoulder pain and spinal issues. Rifarel did not disclose any information on Acosta, only saying that she continues to receive comprehensive medical care with close monitoring by our healthcare team. Both individuals are being closely monitored by a multidisciplinary team of healthcare professionals to ensure their health and well-being, Rifarel said. We understand the public's concerns and interest in the health of Attorney Lopez and Ms. Acosta. However, we remain steadfast in our commitment to respect patient privacy and confidentiality, she added. The VMMC spokesperson previously stressed that the government-run hospital would only release information regarding Lopez in line with the data privacy law. We assure everyone that all the recent events have not disrupted the operations of the Veterans Memorial Medical Center, Rifarel said when asked about the impact of the OVP officials' confinements on the VMMC. The hospital cited Lopez for contempt for undue interference in its investigation into the OVP fund and initially ordered her detained for 5 days. The panel then extended her detainment to 10 days starting November 20. Meanwhile, Acosta revealed that to lawmakers that the judge ordered her to leave confidential fund disbursement to the OVP security chief. A massive fire broke out in Isla Puting-Bato, Tondo, Manila on November 24, 2024, displacing over 2,000 families and destroying approximately 1,000 homes. The fire, which started early in the morning, spread quickly through the densely populated community, leaving residents in urgent need of assistance. In response, Iskomarino Dumagoso and Alensa provided immediate relief. They distributed 5,000 pesos in financial assistance to each of the 2014 affected families to help them cope with the aftermath of the fire. The fire was declared under control by the afternoon with the help of volunteers and firefighters and also the Philippine Air Force, which provided air-to-ground firefighting support. Fortunately, no casualty was reported, but many families were temporarily relocated to the Dalpan Evacuation Center. Give me one moment, please. The Commission on Appointments approved the promotion of political officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines on Wednesday. The following lists are as follows: Esther A. Molina, Jonathan M. Aquino, Donna D. Delaquit, Antonio T. Esmero, Walter P. Icaro, Augustine S. Malinit, Joseph Bonifacio F. Calup, Raul Rodriguez, Cirilao C. Balaoro Jr., Eric E. Cachelian, Ferdinand Binapuli, Joel Inagkay, Roderick A. Balbanero, Fidel F. Budista, Moses L. Milcor, Ivan Dr. Papera, Mauel R. Cordova, Alaric Avelino B. De Los Santos, Alex V. Giananan, Simplicitus G. Adeser, Jimmy D. Larida, and Jude P. Josito. Prior to the approval of the confirmation of these officials at the preliminary, the majority leader of the CA panel on defense, Representative Luis Raymond L. Wright Villaforte Jr., moved for the rejection of the interim appointment of Colonel Soraharto Mangudadatu and AFP Army Reserve. The motion was immediately approved by panel head Representative Judin Jesus Romualdo. Mangudadatu's appointment was rejected due to the colonel's non-compliance and non-appearance to the chamber's proceedings despite being invited numerous times. The appointee failed to submit his documentary requirements, much less the appointee neither explained his failure to do so, nor has he requested for extension to the submission of the documentary requirements, said Romualdo. The subject appointee has been bypassed 4 times according to Section 24 of our rules. Failure to substantially comply with the submission shall be a ground for the rejection of the nomination or appointment, he added. And the Philippine National Police expects to transfer detained televisions about Kibuloy to Pasig City Jail, according to its spokesperson. Last Friday, Pasig Regional Trial Court pledged 159 granted Kibuloy another medical for love, which is set to expire on November 27. We expect that we will be transferring the custody of Apollo Kibuloy to the Pasig City Jail pursuant to the court issue ordered, PNP spokesperson Brigadier General Juan Forjado said in the press conference on Wednesday. She previously said Kibuloy will be brought back to the PNP Custodial Center in Camp Cameron, Quezon City, called the Philippine Heart Center. Forjado, however, said Kibuloy will be directly moved to the Pasig City Jail on Wednesday afternoon instead. His detention in Cameron was only temporary to begin with, and since his medical assessment here is done and we have submitted our compliance to the court, there is no more reason for him to stay here in Cameron, she explained. It's been clear that he and the rest of the accused should be there. They should be jailed with the Bureau of Jail Management and Pathology pending trial of their cases, she added. It is now 4:11 p.m. as we will return with more news headlines right here on koolNews at 4. Stay along with us. We will be right back.
This Cool News edition was brought to you by Fuji Denso Home and Commercial Appliances, where you get reliable, durable, and energy-saving products. Upgrade your usual appliances of Fuji Denso HV inverter appliances. Fuji Denso, quality above all. Smart dishwashing paste, double tanggaling formula against sebo and bacteria. Smart Dishwashing Paste, a product of ACS Manufacturing Corporation, ISO certified world-class quality. ACS. And Musicultura Heritage Foundation Center, a museum of all fan-made multimedia and Philippine history. Visit us today at Greenbelt, Makati City from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Musicultura, a non-profit joint venture project of Able Media and TVH Group of Networks Incorporated. Araw-araw ang ating Pasko sa iyong himpilan, ang inyong tahanan.
Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Mula sa number 1, Smart Dishwashing Paste.
Ang galing-galing mo! Smart Dishwashing Paste ko! Pritong ulam na masebo, plato, kaldero. Tanggaling for everyday.
Ganyan pag Smart ang dishwashing paste. May double tanggaling formula. Tanggal galing ang sebo at bacteria.
Bahig para walang bahig, linis fantastic sa metal at plastic. Number 1 ko to! Tanggaling-galing mo! Smart Dishwashing Paste.
Heavy duty linis bawat pahid.
Smart Dishwashing Paste, manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified, world-class quality.
ACS.
Kamote! Kamote naman. Try mo to. Ang mura naman!
Dito ka na. Sa mapapamura ka talaga. Move it. Discarding tapat.
Iwasan ang mahabang pila. Ang pandaraya sa buwis, bayan ang maghihinagpis. Tamang buwis ay bayaran sa ikaunlad ng bayan. Lahat tayo ay magtulong-tulong. Paghingi ng resibo ay isulong. Iwasan makandado. Magbayad ng wasto. Sa BIR magparehistro bago magnegosyo para hindi makalaboso. Magbayad ng maaga.
Isang public service announcement mula po sa 11.3 Radyo natin Ujongan at BIR RDO number 35 Romblon.
Hirap magpahinga? May mga gamot para dyan. Pero, relax. Mag-efficacent oil. Sa unang amoy at hagod, ramdam ang ginhawa na trusted by all. Unahin ang trusted ginhawa. Unahin ang efficacent.
Methyl salicylate plus menthol plus camphor is a generic name of efficacent oil. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
One, two,
yan ang daming insects. Gastos na naman sa dami ng insecticide spray na kakailanganin.
Don't worry, Mommy. With Baygon Shield Protector Multi-Insect Killer, zero lang ang mahalaga.
Zero ba? Dahil ligwak ang mga insekto. Zero harm. Safe ang buong family mo. Zero chances of pest disease. Kaya bato ng products mo.
With Baygon Shield Protector Multi-Insect Killer, hindi lang 7, hindi lang 8, kundi 11 insects ang kayang patayin nito.
Zero tolerance sa mga insekto.
Baygon Shield Protector!
Multi-insect killer.
Vice ganda!
And my for Max Saver Sulit Busog Meals.
Huwag nang gumastos ng sobra-sobra pa.
99 pesos na lang, sulit busog ka na.
Ang mabusugera.
Extra rice sa iraramba. Extra busog sa Crispy Chicken Filet Meal at Crispy Chicken Filet Ala King Meal na may extra rice na. 99 pesos lang in all stores.
Max Saver Sulit Busog Meals, 99 pesos na lang. Ang mabusugera.
Life refreshingly sweet with San Miguel flavored beer. Minsan sabaw na feeling. Call someone sweet and refreshing. Life refreshingly sweet with San Miguel flavored beer. Oh, let's bang araw at ang feeling ay sad. We don't like that. Friends, you can refresh, so enjoy lahat. We all like that.
Maria's here. Make life refreshingly sweet with San Miguel flavored beer. Available in apple, lemon, and lychee. Drink responsibly.
Enjoy up to 50% off on your favorite brands pag nag-GCash ka ngayong Pasko. Lahat merry sa Merry GCash. See the GCash app for more details. Promo runs from November 15, 2024 to January 15, 2025. Per DTI Fairtrade Permit Number FTEB 205923 Series of 2024. GCash is supervised by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas.
Patuloy nating suportahan Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa, ang tagapagtanggol ng sambayanang Pilipino. Sa Senado, sagot ka ni Bato, malayo ni Bato, pagtatanggol tayo. Sa Senado, sagot ka ni Bato, matapang si Bato, ipaglalaban tayo. Sa Senado, sagot tayo ni Bato.
This advertisement is paid by Ronald de la Rosa.
Araw-araw ang ating Pasko sa iyong himpilan, ang inyong tahanan.
Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Welcome back to koolNews at 4. Let's continue with our headlines. The Senate opted to retain the 733 million pesos of budget of the Office of the Vice President for 2025, according to Senator J.B. Ejercito, because the agency simply did not appeal for a budget hike. Speaking to reporters in a press conference on Wednesday, Ejercito was asked whether or not it was the OVP's lapse that led to the non-increase of their budget. Ejercito answered in the affirmative. That's why I know, because I didn't handle it. It was handled by Senator Grace Poe, but according to her, she had requested it, just like we do. As vice chairs, we request for a wish list of the agencies that we handle. Apparently, they did not set additional requests. That became the basis. Ejercito told the reporters in a mix of Filipino and English. Poe, being the chairperson of the Chamber's panel on finance, earlier disclosed that the OVP budget was retained by the Senate at the General Appropriations Bill level, or 733 million pesos. The House of Representatives on September 12 recommended slashing the proposed OVP budget of 2.037 billion pesos for 2025 to only 733.198 million pesos. Stella Quimbo, the panel's senior vice chairperson, said the OVP budget was cut by 1.29 billion pesos, and the lawmakers intend to realign this fund to other government agencies like the Department of Social Welfare and Development and the Department of Health. Meanwhile, Adjusito went pressed to disclose how the senator settled with the amount of OVP storage for funding, said they debated on it thoroughly. There was a discussion, but I think Senator Grace justified it enough. She was able to show the particulars and ensure that the items will not be depleted, especially for social services, he said in Filipino. The Quezon City Police District filed direct assault complaint against Vice President Sara Duterte and the head of her security group before the city prosecutor's office on Wednesday, November 27. The complaint stemmed from an incident during the transfer of the dean office of the Vice President Chief of Staff Lulica Lopez from the Veterans Memorial Medical Center to the St. Luke's Medical Center in Quezon City on November 23. QCPD Medical and Dental Unit Chief LT Colonel Jason Villamor stood as the complainant. The police alleged violations of the revised penal code in relation to direct assault, disobedience to authority, and deep coercions by Duterte and Colonel Raymond La Chica, head of the Vice Presidential Security and Protection Group. Earlier, Philippine National Police Chief General Roman Marbel said video evidence showed La Chica physically assaulting Villamor, saying this could lead to a direct assault complaint. Marble added that he asked Armed Forces of the Philippines Chief General Romel Bronner to identify the members of the VPSPG involved in the incident. Lopez was hospitalized last Saturday after experiencing a panic attack following the House of Representatives' order to move her from the Chambers Coastal facility to a women's prison. She was rushed to the VMMC but moved to the SMLC. Lopez was then transferred back to VMMC after being cleared by SMLC Physicians by Saturday afternoon. And the CICC warns the public that a fake hacker scammer who allegedly breached the Eagle PH Super app is looking for new dark web forms to continue its activities. The breach forms banned former user GR3GGM3RC3R after its fake data breach claims. Also, the fake hacker scammer attempted to sell sensitive government data for $60,000 or 2.54 million pesos. CICC Executive Director Alexander K. Ramos said the agency continued to investigate the bank breach forms user. The Cybercrime Investigation and Coordinating Center found that GR3GGM3RC3R is active again. Moreover, it's trying other dark web forms like white hat and black hat forms. Based on our investigation, we discovered that this user has been generating fake content and has been selling them online, Ramos said. He urged white hat and black hat forms to remove pretenders who only scam their tightly guarded communities. There are forum users who pretend to be hackers but are actually scammers, Ramos reiterated. People can remain anonymous on the dark web, making it an infamous platform for illicit cybercrime activities like data leaks. The dark web contains forums and web servers where people can share info and connect with like-minded users for illegal activities. These hackers and scammers typically use Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies for payments. It's untraceable, easy to liquidate, and convertible into other cryptos. Ramos calls on the public to get information only from legitimate websites. Also call the Interagency Response Center hotline 1326 if there are victims of cybercrime. And now let's get onto the international news. Chinese Defense Minister Dong Jun has been placed under investigation for corruption, a report said Wednesday, the latest official to fall in a sweeping crackdown on grift in the country's military. Citing current and former US officials familiar with the situation, British newspaper The Financial Times said the investigation into Dong was part of the broader probe into military corruption. If confirmed, Dong will be the third Chinese defense minister in a row to fall under investigation for corruption. Asked about the report at the regular briefing on Wednesday, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Mao Ning said it was just chasing shadows and did not offer further information. A former Navy commander, he was appointed defense minister in December, following the supposed removal of predecessor Li Shangfu just 7 months into the job. Li was later expelled from the ruling Communist Party for offenses including suspected bribery, state media said. He has not been seen in public since. His predecessor, Wei Penghe, was also kicked out of the party and passed on to prosecutors for over alleged corruption. It's certainly a blow because one would imagine they would be super careful to have someone very clean in this role. Dylan Low, an assistant professor at Singapore's Nanyang Technological University, told AFP. Graph crops are very commonly targeted in the military because of the long historical ties between the business world and the PLA, he said, referring to the Chinese military by its official acronym. Beijing has deepened a crackdown on alleged grift in the armed forces over the past year, with President Xi Jinping this month ordering the military to stamp out corruption and strengthen its war preparedness. The intensity of the anti-grift drive in the army has been partially driven by fears that it may affect China's ability to wage a future war, Global reported citing US officials this year. If the corruption probe into Dong Jun is true, then it is normal that people will question if it will irritate morally and if it will affect the PLA's warfighting capabilities, Nanyang University's law said. The country's secretive rocket force, which oversees China's vast arsenal of strategic missiles, both conventional and nuclear, has come under particularly intense scrutiny. In July, a top Chinese official in the rocket force, Sun Jiming, was placed under investigation for corruption. Sun was kicked out of the ruling Communist Party and placed under investigation for grave violations of party discipline and laws, state news agency Xinhua said at the time, using a common euphemism for grift. At least 2 other high-ranking officers connected to the rocket force, a relatively new unit of the Chinese military, have also been removed for grift. Victor Ship, an expert on China's elite politics, told AFP that Dong had likely had authority over tens of billions in procurement per year during his time in the Navy. The problem is that competition for top positions is so fierce that there might be some mutual recriminalizations between officers, which would lead to endless cycles of arrests, new appointments, and recriminations, he said. Japanese police said Wednesday that they arrested a man who reportedly admitted to breaking into more than 1,000 homes in an unconfidential way of relieving stress. Police took the 37-year-old into custody on Monday on suspicion of trespassing on a property in Dazaifu in southern Japan, as a police spokesman told AFP. Breaking into other people's home is a hobby of mine and have done it more than 1,000 times. The Mainichi Shimbun newspaper quoted the unnamed man as saying, I get so true that my palms sweat when wondering if someone will discover me or not and relieve some stress, he told police, according to the newspaper. With most parts of South Korea expected to experience the season's first snowfall on November 27, the weather agency announced on November 26 that the snowfall could trigger heavy snow warnings in some areas. The Korean Meteorological Administration said the snow will fall intermittently on Wednesday morning, with heavy snowfall of 1 to 3 centimeters per hour when it intensifies. Intense bursts of snow could occur during the morning rush hour in Seoul and central regions, it added. Heavy snow warnings have already been issued for mountainous areas in Gangwon and other provinces, as well as in Daepbaek, effective from 6 p.m. on November 26. A heavy snow warning is issued when more than 5 centimeters of snow is expected to accumulate over a 24-hour period. Snow and rain are expected to continue across most of the country until November 28 morning. And finally, let's get into the showbiz. In the latest decision in the legal battle where between Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt over the French winery, a judge ruled that the actor must disclose documents that, according to the actor's camp, will prove communications concerning abuse. Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Leah Martin issued the ruling on Monday, November 25, amid a request from Jolie's legal team for Pitt to disclose communications he had about the family plane ride in 2016 that led to her filing for divorce. Jolie's camp claimed that these documents will prove that Pitt tried to force the actress to sign a non-disclosure agreement that aimed to bind the actress from speaking up about his alleged abuse so she could sell her half of their one business, Chachu Miracle, to the actor. It is now 4:29 p.m. and that is it for koolNews at 4. As always, we will return at 6 p.m. for more latest news headlines, and you can also send us your comments, suggestions, and feedback through our email at tvhphilippines.news@gmail.com. Until then, my name is Carl, and this has been Cool News at 4. Coming up next on Cool FM is Rock Weekdays with TVH. Good afternoon.